Okay, Starship Betty, I've got a mechanic coming to look at you today. You make sure and show him what's really wrong with you so that we don't go through this all over again after I spend a bunch of money on it.
Where I'm going I don't know. Hope it's warm and sunny. Hope there's lots of money and lots of friends. Rains all night, runs all day. Everybody likes to play.
This is my friend Donald, and he's going to do a little excerpt from a movie with Clark Gable and...
Okay. It happened one night.
It happened one night. Donald, do you just want to give us... I don't want you to do it again. I just want you to give me a little bit of background about the movie.
The background about the movie?
Yeah.
The movie's like the whole story, or what happened to the movie? About the history of it being big?
Yeah.
Okay, the movie came out in 1934 with Clark Gable and Claudia Cordet. Clark Gable worked for MGM, but he was in trouble for some reason. They were mad at him, and so they lent him to Columbia, who was the bottom basement studio of the time. And Columbia put him in the picture with Claudia Cordet. And Claudia Cordet, they had to pay her double to get in. And they made the movie in 1934. It became, at first when it came out, it only brought in $80,000 in New York and Chicago theaters. But then they sent it to Salt Lake City, Oklahoma, smaller towns that were small back then, Missoula, Montana, etc., you know, Wyoming. And the movie, people started going to see the movie, and they realized it was so good that they started bringing their friends, their neighbors, they started coming back themselves, packing the movie houses in the small towns. Well, inside of 1 month, the film had become the biggest movie of the year. It won 8 Academy Awards.
Wow.
Oh, actually eats a carrot. So now we're on the highway, and she's sitting here like this, and Clark's standing there. She goes, well, I've seen, no, that's what, they're walking along, right? They're walking along. 2 of them. She goes, well, if you don't mind, I'm going to sit down for a while, because I've already seen the hiking part of this. When do we get to do the hitching? And then Clark Gable goes, oh, well, the cars aren't out yet. They're not out yet.Ey'll be out in a little while. He says, but I'll show you how to hitchhike. He says, I'm a professional, you know. I wrote the book on hitchhiking. Now, this is what you do when you're really desperate, or no, when you got money in your pocket and you're feeling pretty good, and you don't really care if you get a ride or not. Kind of a snotty hitchhiking. Now, this is what you do if you got a good story to tell the farmer's daughter, and you smile and you go like this, big smile, and you got a big story to tell about the farmer's daughter. And this is what you do when you can't get a ride and you're desperate. You put on a sour face. And then, no, I guess cars are going by. Yeah, cars are going by, because he goes, this is what you do. Then he goes, let's give it some practice. So yeah, that's right. He says, let's give it a shot now. And a car goes by and he goes, well, let's try the other method. Well, try this method. The sad method. Takes his hat off and waves it. Well, just not a good day. They're not quite biting today. Do you mind if I give it a try? You? What would you know about hitchhiking? I have a method all my own. Oh, go ahead. You'll never get a ride. I have a method all my own. I'm trying to do a woman. That's Claudia Cordet. Like, she was, I got a method all my own. And I can't remember all the lines, but basically that's the line, eh? She goes, I got a method all my own, and I'll show you how to do it. And then, oh yeah, then Clark goes, "Hey, that's not fair." And she's using her leg instead of her thumb, eh? And you know who Claudia Cadet is, eh?
Is it Claudia Colbert?
Colbert, you know, from
Claudia
the 30s.
Colbert.
You know they paid her double.
She's got a perfect face, that one.
Yeah, do you know they paid her? Clark Gable actually didn't get paid that well. He worked for MGM and they were mad at him that day, so they lent him to Columbia. But Claudia Cordair got paid double.
Wow.
But they had a lot of fun making the movie. And you know about that movie, eh?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know about that one, but I know about Claudia Colbert.
Columbia was
sure.
the Skid Row of studios in Hollywood. Columbia was like the lowest one, even lower than RKO. Or RKO might have been out of business, but no, the RKO is still in business. That belonged to Kennedy, by the way. RKO. They had a share in it. That's why it's RKO. And Claudia, the movie, it happened one night. They put that movie out cheap. And what happened was it went into the big theaters when it first got released, and it didn't do very well. It only brought in $80,000 the first week. Well, you know what happened? They took the movie and they were going to put it on the shelf, and then they decided to send it to places like Salt Lake City, Oklahoma City, the smaller towns, smaller cities in the Midwest. And what happened was people went to see it. They started bringing their friends, their family. They went back to see it themselves. And in 1 month, it became the biggest film ever. It won 8 Academy Awards or something. And it started playing in all the big New Yorks and Chicago again, and the houses were packed. But at first, it wasn't doing well. But once people saw it, and it became the movie of the year. Unreal, eh?
Well, thanks very much, Donald.
Because it was right in the peak of the Depression, 1934, and people only paid, like, you only paid a nickel to go see a show. Did you know that? That's how, like, my grandfather had a car dealership in Peterborough. Well, he chopped it up into a movie theater, a funeral hall, and a bowling alley during the Depression because he wasn't selling cars, but you sure could sell movie tickets. And bowling, I guess, was big in the 30s. Yeah, that's what happened. A lot of car dealerships had to diversify.
Okay. Hello, MSL Nation. Well, we're offering a special on Valentine greetings. So I'm sorry that I've left it so late. I admit that we're a little tardy getting this information out to you. However, we'd love to do one for you, and they tend to run about 30 seconds, include animation, photo backgrounds, narration by myself or Cheryl-Ann, or could be by yourself. Can include your photos. It's a fun project, and it's a great way to let your loved one know that she's a special or he's a special person. Look forward to hearing from you. Just write to the email address included in the description of this video. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Come on. He's not cooperating.
It always comes here at the same time every day.
So he's your pigeon buddy.
Well, belongs to everybody. But he wakes me up when I'm sleeping, like, why are you sleeping? You're supposed to be feeding me.
So what's your pigeon's name?
I call him Chucklehead.
Well, he's a good little friend to have. Thank you.
He only comes around when he's hungry.
And what's your name?
Paul.
Paul. Well, thank you, Paul. Now, here's a garden where the gardener takes his work seriously. Beware of attack gardener.
I have a different customer with the same. Yes, yeah, it's for an automatic. It's got the kick down and everything on it. I gotta, yeah, just let me know if they've got one, and then we'll go from there.
Well, that's my vlog for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below. I always like to see your comments, and I will respond to as many as I can. I hope you will like my video, and share it. And if you're new to my videos, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Where I'm going, I don't know. Hope it's warm and sunny. Hope there's lots of money and lots of friends. Rains all night, runs all day. Everybody likes to play. Hope I have lots of friends, lots of girls, lots of boys. Where I'm going, I don't know. Hope it's warm and sunny. Hope there's lots of money and lots of friends. Rains all night, runs all day. Everybody likes to play. Hope I have lots of friends, lots of girls, lots of boys. Hope I have lots of money. Hope I have nice and sunny. Sitting on a beach somewhere, within my hand a pear and a little bit of noise, just to make things happy. Good music every day, good things to eat, to play. Hope it's always sunny, except it can rain at night. It's gonna be funny. Hope I have a great time.